Hey there, geeks. Adam coming back at you with another edition of Comic Card Crazy. This time we are heading to Gotham City because we are going to be celebrating a certain Caped Crusader. Yes, a vigilante who now has his own animated series on Amazon Prime right now by that same name. Yeah, Batman Caped Crusader. If you guys haven't checked that out, it's really good. It's really fun. But the original animated series really set the template for all of that. A lot of the same creative team coming back, right? The cards we're going to be opening up this time around, they're both from 1995. So we have some Adventures of Batman and Robin cards and some Batman Forever cards. Why are we doing two? Well, they're pretty thin packs here. Not that many cards in there, so we thought we'd spread the Batman love. But yeah, like so many of you, growing up in the 90s, loving Batman the Animated Series, how it defined the character for so many in our minds. Here's a trade I was able to pick up of the Batman Adventures comic, which, had Ty Templeton, Rick Burchett, and a lot of great people involved in bringing those stories to us, just an extension of what we were watching on Fox Kids. But speaking of kids, as a kid myself, I was so excited. I was so into the animated series, especially that there was, even though it was Dick Grayson, he was wearing the Tim Drake costume. That meant a lot to me. But I started buying Superman and Batman magazine. If you guys don't know about this, this was a great magazine that we, at the time, did not have the Justice League. We didn't even have the Superman animated series. This was all we had was Batman. So what this did, it really expanded the universe of that Bruce Timm artwork, because there would be comics inside, in addition to general, kids magazine stuff. But as you see here, you get the Flash, you get the Atom. I'm going to see if I can pull it up here. Yeah. So they would give you this hero file on different members of the DC universe that, again, had not been drawn in this style just yet. So that was just exciting to see what was possible. But they would also give you reports on, how about, the Batman ride at Six Flags theme parks, things like that. But this was also during the era of Superman's, death and return. So there was a lot going on there. But look, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, of course, is going to be advertised. So I had a subscription to this magazine. I loved it so much. Cover up the address there. But there's a Tim Drake Robin cover that I loved. Oh, this is another thing it got me to buy. This was the Nightfall Saga, but done as an audio drama. And I have those cassette tapes still, because I listened to that on road trips and every time I could. There you got some Doomsday going on. There's some Penguin going on there, okay? So, and finally here was a Justice League special. And we're getting closer, ever closer to that cartoon. But anyway, the animated series, the toys, the way they were able to bring those to life and make it seem like they were just jumping right off the TV screen. So much to get excited about. So let's open up these cards. Let's see what they were doing to celebrate in theaters and on TV the adventures of Batman. Okay, so here we are with our pack of the Adventures of Batman and Robin trading cards and Batman Forever movie photo stickers. Let's talk about these Batman Forever stickers first, because I did not talk much about the movie itself. It's one of those that I saw in theaters, and I thought it was just okay. I didn't like Two-Face and what was going on there, but I thought the Riddler was fun. We all love Jim Carrey. But here we go. The official movie photo sticker album was something you could actually order, a place to put all these. Seems like a good idea. I guess if your shop where you were buying them wasn't stocking those. But these are by Topps. So let's open this up here. Plastic pack that rips pretty easily. So alright, so we see some bright shiny colors there on the back. So let's see what that one is to start. Okay, so this was actually the Batmobile, which is super tricked out for this film, right? It got a very glorious introduction, but no information on the back, I guess, because they figure you're just going to peel it off, so why give you something that you're just going to throw away? But there we are now with the Bat boat, so that's pretty cool. But everything's so far away. You see Robin's coming down and all that, but this seems like a shot at a distance kind of thing going on. All right. Ooh, so there we go. So this is the question I have. Is this one of Batman's, or is this the bomb that the Riddler was throwing? Because remember, didn't he have bat wings that he put on his bombs as he was blowing up the Batcave there. Interesting how they do have the different colors though. Oh, and then we have Drew Barrymore. Yeah, so this is Sugar and Spice, as you recall, on either arm of Two-Face during the film. That was kind of a surprise for everybody. And finally, there we have Jim Carrey as the Riddler, looking pretty intense. Now, we have talked about Batman Forever on 90s Super Cinema, our Patreon exclusive podcast. So if you'd like to hear more of our thoughts on there, we get into the difference between the novelization and the comic and all that stuff. But in the meantime, let's go on over here. The Adventures of Batman Robin. So these are by Skybox. Those stickers were by Topps. So interesting moment in time here. So it says we get 4 trading cards plus 1 coloring card per pack. And I will say I've opened up packs of cards in the past that also had coloring cards, and it's just what it says, you know, it's just black and white so a kid can color it for themselves. Oh, they want you to subscribe now to the Batman Adventures 12 issues for only $18. That is a pretty good deal. All right, so let's open these up now. See what we get for our 4 cards. Okay. Starting off here, this is not a very high quality screen grab, is it? That is a little blurry there. Here we have Dick Grayson being assaulted in his college dorm room. Who is this creature behind him? I kind of remember that episode. It looks like he was a cactus monster. Let's see. In his dorm room at Gotham State University, Dick Grayson's evening studies are interrupted by a call from Batman. Seconds after he hangs up the phone, Dick's door is smashed in by a huge creature. The creature slashes at him with his clawed hands, and all goes black. And there we have Dick fighting back alongside Batman. Wow, like, these really do not do justice to the quality of the animation that was on the series, but also look at this here. I don't know, maybe that's just like the edge of the screen, or is that a bad cut on the card? That looks like it belongs to something else. But yeah, it makes it look so much cheaper than it actually is. Ooh, I like that Batcave background though. The black and white is really interesting. As they search for Alfred, who has by Red Claw, Batman and Robin are attacked by Red Claw's henchmen. Really hard to read that red text on the gray background. Action, executed martial arts moves. Well, at least the action looks good. All right, there we have the Penguin. You see him also on the cover of that Superman Batman magazine. Man, the Penguin was great. All versions. I mean, they revised his look, but the Penguin, my dear rodent, I never kidnap a fellow rogue out of a sickbed. It just isn't done. Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot is one of Batman's strangest enemies. Dressed in top hat and tuxedo, the Penguin strikes a bizarrely dapper figure. Despite his odd appearance, the Penguin is a criminal genius, as dangerous as they come. Look at this also, this very, like, surrealistic crime alley. You got some weird angles coming at you on there. Even the villains, look, it's got like a metal texture to that. This is pretty cool. I like the design of these cards. I just wish these pictures were better. This is awesome to see Batman and Robin, you know, squared up, getting ready for a battle, but man, I'd love to know the process they used. They couldn't have gotten pictures of the original, you know, animation cells or something. Together, Batman and Robin are the perfect team of investigators. I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, this is good. Just saying that Batman can rely on Robin, but I also kind of like this. You know, if you're looking for a tattoo, that wouldn't be a bad look. People would be like, oh, we got Batman and Robin from the 90s. Anyway, as for our 1 coloring card, we got Catwoman. Yes, we do. We got Catwoman. How about you? So very cool look there, actually stealing some jewels from a safe. But what's going on the back here? You get 2 to choose from. So Batman and Robin coloring card. Also very dynamic pose there, like Robin grabbing the cape. Man, the stuff in the black and white in this series looking a little better than the stuff in color, but that's awesome. All right, well, let's see which is my favorite. What do you say? All right, so some plus and minuses with those 2 sets, right? The Batman Forever cards didn't have much information. They weren't telling a story, but they had really crisp, clear images. They were pretty cool. I mean, I think I got to go with the Riddler as my favorite here, because that's just a classic look. And yeah, it just takes you back when you remember Jim Carrey the first time seeing that red flat top. We're just like, huh? But as far as the animated series, you know, those pictures on the front, not really that great. Not good looking, not great stills they were able to grab, but just the stark nature of this black and white imagery of Batman and Robin, even the back of the card where I was showing you in that circle, the silhouettes, like that was really cool to see. So maybe they should have done all original art for that series. That would have been really interesting. But anyway, speaking of a series, this one's continuing. We will be back around next time. I'll just give you a tease now. We are going to be talking about this next month on 90s Super Cinema, Judge Dredd. We're going to talk about both the Sylvester Stallone film and the Carl Urban just Dredd, right? And so we're going to get into seeing that adaptation of this, you know, I guess he's not really an anti-hero. He's just tough as nails officer, you know, with Judge Dredd going out there. But that's going to be an interesting conversation. So we're going to open up a couple packs of the movie trading cards and see how those stack up to the rest. But in the meantime, stay subscribed here on YouTube. Keep an eye out for some haul videos, our Wizards Wednesday Rewind videos, where we're reviewing new comics and all sorts of other excitement that we want to bring your way. But also, why not listen to what we're bringing you? Travel back in time on our audio podcast, our main podcast, Wizards, the Podcast Guide to Comics, at wizardscomics.com, or just search Wizards, the Podcast Guide to Comics on your favorite app, wherever you're listening. And we're happy to share almost 290 episodes where we're covering every issue of Wizard Magazine, the spin-offs, the bonus magazines, their specials. We're doing interviews, going behind the scenes with the people that made Wizard. So there's so much more. We hope that you will join us in whatever form and that we're entertaining you. But hey, until next time, keep your books bagged and boarded.